Look out there, MP.
Stop, MP.
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
And it's Hudgens missing. And here's Memphis's starting group. And it's Rollins in at the 5 spot.
Well, nice flush there from MP. Ends the play with a little something extra.
And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
Thanks, BA. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge. We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there." I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome.
Yeah, buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, attacking on the interior, MP can be relentless.
Garrett can't hit. Here's Charlotte coming off that win against the Sixers.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And MP getting to the stripe. Always want to drain those foul shots.
Armstrong with a bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
So it's the Grizzlies now. After the basket by Charlotte. Garrett can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Hudgens. The three. He buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And MP throws it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Hudgens. He played a great game against the Lakers.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Charlotte.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
2 gritty points for MP. Didn't let the contact slow him.
Pass to Bolden. Here's Hudgens. There's the 3. Augustine with the rebound. Here's MP. Oh, they get a hand on it. Memphis has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Armstrong. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Augustine's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They've got MP, and it's Collins in at the point. That's the Hornets 5. Shot is good by Barrett.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Tipped. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Hornets trail by 3. Pass to MP. MP gets it to go through contact.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Grizzlies have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Watson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Garrett, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Hudgens. From downtown, the Hornets pull it in. Augustine's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Back to MP. The jump hook. Memphis with a rebound. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Hudgens. They get it back.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Well-timed shot fake. Got the defender off the ground right there.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Hudgens to halt the run. He drops it from range. Hudgens got 8.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you. Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Takes the 3, and another 3 from Memphis.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Intercepted. To the inside, and stolen by Barrett. Inside, here's MP. Oh, MP with the hammer.
MP is fully locked in right now, and he's taking shots without hesitation.
Timeout call, Memphis. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 11.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
MP beats the contact.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Memphis leading. Here's Garrett. And a miss there on the triple. For Charlotte, they've gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. And he gets that one. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And it's Hudgens missing. For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. MP, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Lawson. Here's Hudgens. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
MP shot is off.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Terry. Hits the trifecta. Terry's got his second bucket on the night.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. Pass to Bowen to the middle. It's deflected. Here's Lawson. Here's Hudgens. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Grizzlies up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. And that's where he left the shot. Let's hear it from the participants.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Well, I think for Memphis, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
Starting to scare me.
So let's move on now to this Grizzlies game, which has turned out to be a tight one.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got...
Thanks, as always.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
On the court for the Grizzlies. And it's Rollins in at the 5.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
The Hornets with a lead. Down low. Here's MP. The layup off target. Here's Hudgens. He's got 11. Pass to Armstrong. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Armstrong's got 8. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Bolden. Off the mark there with a 3. The Hornets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found it. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Timeout call, Memphis. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. Fifth best, the Grizzlies.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points. And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
With a 9-footer, MP, all that talent.
MP with good shot mechanics, even when he's hit.
Fires the 3. Garrett can't hit. Hornets leading by 4. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Armstrong. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Garrett. Here's the 3. Augustine with the rebound. Augustine's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. To the paint. Tipped away. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Tuesday, they kick off a road trip in Boston where they take on the Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they're off to Washington to face off with the Wizards.
And that game against the Heat, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Here's Hudgens. He's got 11. Pass to Armstrong. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Down low. Oh, deflected. Watson passes to MP. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. Owen's got 8 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Grizzlies trail by 7. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Knocks down the long J.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the Hornets call time here. And Charlotte. Well, Memphis shooting 35% so far in this one. They've got MP, and it's McDaniels in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Hornets 5. Pass to Lawson to take the lead. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Barrett's got 8 rebounds in the game. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Here's MP. Garrett grabs a miss. Garrett's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to the right wing. Here's Lawson. That one's good. This game is all even.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Garrett. Pass to Hudgens. 4-3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment. Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Here's Hudgens. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
MP. Work in the interior. MP.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Grizzlies trail by 4. To the inside. To the left side wing. Here's Garrett. Hits a 3-pointer.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his 2nd since the break.
Timeout called, Hornets. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Outside Augustine. Back to MP. Basket's good. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Garrett. 3-pointer. It doesn't go for him.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's MP. They grab their own miss. Oh, MP with the great second effort.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
To the left wing. He shoots a three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 40 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
And again, it's Memphis missing. Hornets leading by 7. Memphis with a rebound. Hudgens got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Rollins. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line. And clearly not affected by the moment.
Yep, that one goes. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Here's Armstrong. Pass to Garrett. Beyond the arc. Rollins misses in close. The Hornets have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. MP, the pass to Bowen.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Grizzlies trail by 9. Over to the wing. All sorts of time. Yep, right through the net. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And the Grizzlies shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Here's Garrett. And the 3 off target. Charlotte leading by 6. Here's MP. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. MP's got 46.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Takes a 3. Oh, he nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over. Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Inside. And again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Stolen by MP. Pass to Watson. Floats one up. Basket counts. And the Hornets lead by 13.
Good passing instincts from MP. You have to reward guys for getting open like that.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A.
Another day, another win. Good work. They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a duck.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
You're on feet. Let's go.
And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. They've got MP, and it's Augustine in at the 5 spot. And for Washington, they've got Jamison. He's out there with Blunt, and it's Kane in at the points. And this time of the season, Brent, you know this, what a front office is focused in on right now.
Well, teams got to be really honest about the arc of where it is their team is. Are they competitive? Are they playoff caliber? Are they championship caliber? And depending on where that is, you're going to be very patient with either development or you're going to be impatient to dive in to try to win a championship at all costs. So lots of time here to go, but decisions will be made as the season goes on.
And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. DA, take it away.
Thanks, guys. We've got 2 MVP candidates clashing in this one, and MP believes that will make things extra competitive. He said the best players bring the best out of you. We know we have to be locked in against this team.
Hornets leading by 10. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Peyton is out there with Barrett. Then it's MP. And it's Kennedy in at the point guard position. Dennis. A three-pointer off the mark. And Barrett has got the ball here for Charlotte. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
If you get it to MP that close to the hoop, he's going to cash in.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intended. Charlotte in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Charlotte Hornets.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Blunt is out there with Jamison. Then it's Reynolds. And it's Kane in at the 1. That's the room for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Wizards have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And he makes the first but misses the second. Charlotte leading by 7. Pass to Augustine. Charlotte moving the ball around. And MP throws it down.
When MP gets the ball in that spot, he's thinking, stuff it.
Here's Blunt. And it's blocked. To the middle. It's stolen. And there's the drive. It's blocked. Here's MP. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, you can say this about any team, but for MP's team, making free throws is always key. Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
MP beats him for 2.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Wizards trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Jamison. And another miss by Washington.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confidence.
Blunt, 6 on the shot clock. Nailed from three-point land. Blunt's got 12 points in the game.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Monsanelli. That 3 off the mark. Charlotte leading by 12. Here's MP. Right through contact. MP.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Wizards making a switch here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Blunt. He's got 12 to the left side wing. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Jamison.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Mancinelli from past the arc. Augustine grabs the board. Augustine's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Outside, Jamison. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Wizards trail by 13. Jacks up a 3. The shot missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
1:12 left here in the third quarter. Here's Reynolds. Off target with his 3.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Reynolds. Good on the three-point shot. Reynolds has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Beyond the arc. Augustine grabs the board. Augustine's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Charlotte moving it around. MP, no good. Wizards trail by 16. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Reynolds. Rebounded by Bowen. Here's MP. And no good. From deep three-point territory. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's MP making things happen for the Hornets. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. McDaniels is out there with Barrett. Then it's Collins. Then it's MP. And it's Watson in at the point. Harrison passes to Blunt. They kick out to Dragic. Off target from three-point range. Hornets leading by 18. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
Dragic with a wide open look. And he's good on the three ball. And it's Watson with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Charlotte shooting at 51%. Really solid. Got that one up quick. MP's got 28 points for the game.
How about MP using the mid-range, taking what the defense gives him?
Timeout, Wizard. Several teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Simpson, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Pass to Blunt. Here's Simpson. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Watson. MP's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Wizards trail by 20. Kane, the pass to Blunt. Here's Kane. He's covered by Watson. This one for three. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Augustine's checked in, and Bowen subbed in for Collins. Blunt hands it from downtown.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's MP. Rebounded by the Wizards. Misses the layup. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Blunt. Takes the three. Augustine grabs the board. Charlotte, leading by 19. And the dunk by MP.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And here's Charlotte.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Pass to Blunt. Lets it go with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's MP. And Reynolds pulls it down. Outside, Jamison. Misses the 3. Here's MP. And Reynolds pulls it down. So it's Washington now. Fires for 3. That one's not going to go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Kane. And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says they break an awful lot about them.
Another win. Back to work tomorrow. Solid effort tonight on both ends. Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home. They say one of the heavyweights tonight.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. You take a look at the Raptors, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first. And, of course, there are the Hornets right behind them, just one spot down.
You know, for the Raptors, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. They've got MP, and it's Watson in at the point guard position. And for the Raptors, and it's Martin in at the 4.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And now we've got an intentional foul. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
Pass to Forte. Here's Parks. No good on the three. Now here's MP. Defense right on him. And MP throws it down.
MP just showing off the vert.
Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And the foul called on MP. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
They took their chances letting him stay out there with so many early fouls, and they'll be paying for it the rest of the game.
It's a little too early to be over the limit. They need to keep a close eye on the foul situation from here on out.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the evening. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Wingate. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Wingate's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. And MP throws it down.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Forte. He had 25 points in his last game. Back to Martin. Fires for 3. Augustine with the rebound. The Hornets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. To the wing on the left. Here's MP. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 8.
Love the determination. MP comes right at you.
Martin outside. Blocked. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. The Raptors have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Wingate. Here's Parks. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
4 of 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Now Martin. From outside the arc. Augustine with the rebound. To the right side. Here's Bowen. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
What a great look by MP. He just finds a way to deliver.
Toronto trailing. Martin outside. The 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Augustine's got 4 rebounds now. Inside, here's MP. Rebound Toronto. They defeated Washington in their last game.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Martin. No made baskets yet. On target from range. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. 11 feet out. And another basket for Toronto. Charlotte trailing. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
MP is fully locked in right now, and he's taking shots without hesitation.
Pass to Parks. Fires from deep. That shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. Number 1, the Raptors.
And when you turn it over against these guys, they make you pay for it. They lead the league in points off turnovers.
Here's Law. Collins defending. Parks. Off target from three-point range. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting to the middle. Here's MP. Missed inside.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Off target from outside. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter here. Park pulls it in. Well, the Raptors shooting 33% in the first quarter. Here's Law. And he can't get that one. Hey, nice D from Augustine. Oh, got a piece of it. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And it's Parks in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And the foul called on him. We wrap up the first half. Raptors out in front, up 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of...
They've been patient, not allowing the other teams to speed them up. Just making the plays that are there.
Yeah, protecting the lead by protecting the ball. Sounds simple, yet it's anything but. And let's move on and see the top vote getters in this year's... That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now...
And if you... A close game sees Toronto taking this one up.
Good game, MP. You win some, you lose some. Can't be reaching like that, MP. I'm down.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation. Here we now have the All-Star break behind us, Doris, and teams' priorities may have changed at this point.
Kevin, there is absolutely a shift in energy and attention once the All-Star break is over. First of all, some teams are starting to get in situational play for the postseason. How do we want to get to that postseason? And others are starting to plan for the offseason and focus more on draft responsibilities.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hardaway is out there with Washington. Then there's Sanders. Then there's Blunt. MP, no good. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the evening. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by MP. And here they go. And MP throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
In the corner, Sanders with it. From outside, off the mark. Hornets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. MP, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Hardaway, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And the dunk by MP.
Oh, what a move by MP, just relentlessly attacking the rim.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound pass. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
They've got Payton. Collins is out there with MP. Then it's Barrett, and it's Augustine in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hornets 5.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. To the right side. Fires from deep. The Hornets pull it in. Augustine's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's MP, and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Wizards trail by 8. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And the Hornets making a change here. Watson's checked in. Charlotte's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's MP. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
Dragic kicks to Hardaway. And another miss by Washington. Hornets leading by 10. Here's MP. Banked in off the glass. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Pass to Harrison. Hardaway with a wide open look. Nice shot from the wing.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
MP powers through the contact inside.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Dragic with a wide open look. No good from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
MP, no good. Wizards trail by 12. Here's Dennis. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Here's MP. Rockets with some nice D. Wizards have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hardaway with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Second shot opportunity. No good from Dragic.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering
down the two-hand slam. And so it's MP making things happen for Charlotte. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Wall.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, you're, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
You know, right now for Washington, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Harrison, and it's Dennis in at the one.
A tenacious player. MP doesn't mind a little contact on the way up.
Pass to Harrison. Down low. And it's blocked.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
MP, no good. Washington shooting 43% from the field. Baseline try. The shot by Harrison, no good. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects.
Off the inbound, and MP throws it down.
getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hornets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
Washington with it. He's picked up by Collins. Washington kicks to Hardaway. Here's Monsanelli. And nothing is falling for him right now. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Back to MP. And the layup's good off the glass. MP's got 32 points.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Inside. And the dunk by MP.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They won this game going away.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual. Solid team out there. You guys will have to bring it.
MP, you my dog and all, look, but you can't let people talk crazy about you like that.
Fans live for games like this one.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on this is that grinded out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, BA. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
And Dallas with possession, coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought win for them. Couldn't finish the job in regulation, but things came together for them in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Wesley from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And the foul called on MP. Here's Caffey. They've got MP. And it's Augustine in at center. That's the... through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Charlotte on top, up 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
And now it's time to bring up the Players of the Month in the NBA. Thanks, as always, for watching.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And the foul called on him. Lowry with it. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. They've got Johnson, and it's Person in at the 3. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hornets trail by 8. Stolen by Lowry. Pass to Caffey. Johnson with it. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot total, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level. Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Dallas leading by 8. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Barrett. Pass to Collins. Shot is good by Barrett.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
For Dallas, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Lowry outside. Out left to the wing. Oh, from deep. McDaniels with the rebound. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And here's Collins for 3. Fires in the triple.
Hey, if the defense doesn't lock him up and leaves a gap, MP pretty much has to make the basket.
Mavericks call timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success. It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
For three, Augustine with the rebound. Augustine's got 15 rebounds here tonight. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Oh, a huge slam! An exclamation point on that break.
And this is not the time to be giving up turnovers. Those points could end up being a deciding factor in this game.
A nice shot by MP.
Looking very much unhurried, MP handling his business.
And the foul called on MP. That's his fifth foul.
Fifth personal foul. First team.
The Mavericks leading. Barrett passes to Wesley. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, he's got to play without fouling.
Good on the second one.
He missed the chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Here's MP. The slam by MP.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Sends it home from three-point land. 23 points in the game.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Outside Watson. Pass to Bowen. Pulls it. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Down low, MP drops it in.
There you go. MP just being efficient.
The Mavericks trailing. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. From behind the arc. Gets the three to fall.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Going all the way to the rack. Barrett can't hit.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Stepping up big time, MP. Man, he is special. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Mavericks call timeout. .46 seconds left in the fourth. Jacks up a three. That's a miss. His sixth miss in 11 tries. Now the Hornets moving it up.
Yeah, I love how aggressive MP is being right now. Every time he touches the ball, he's looking to capitalize.
Pass to Wesley. The three is up. No good on the shot. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
MP taking 2 shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Barrett. Oh, tries a three. And he sinks it. And that one brings them within 1. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Mavericks call timeout. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
This one for 3. Off target from downtown. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock. No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Launches a 3. The shot no good. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on
Way to
business.
bring home that W. Why would you ever leave Nike? They're the GOAT.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get... Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got Brown. Keith is out there with Dawkins. And it's Day in at the point guard.
The hustle from MP there in transition, taking full advantage on the break.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here is Day. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Bucket is good.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You're not sure.
Now Doherty hasn't made one yet. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Pistons lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
48.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent. And that concludes.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And an intentional foul right there. Charlotte. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Call time. They've got MP, and it's Watson in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Going good.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
And the foul called on MP. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout.
Can't be reaching like that, MP. Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Warriors?